Now let's get started. Scoot back in your chair. Make sure that both of your feet are flat on the floor. Pick your right toes up and gently set them down. Pick your left toes up and gently set them down. Take your right hand and take it off your thigh. Just shake that right hand a little bit. Make it a little fist with your right fingers. And then put that right hand back on your thigh or on your lap. Pick your left hand up. Shake that left hand just a little bit. Make a fist with the left fingers. You don't have to squeeze very hard, just feel those fingers move. And then bring the hand down to your thighs. Keep your eyes open for now. Bring your shoulders up towards your ears. No need to squeeze super hard, just bring them up. And then with an exhale, let your shoulders sink down. Now feel into your body and make any adjustments so that you're sitting completely comfortable. Maybe you need to wiggle your butt or the chair a little bit, or adjust your back, or move your head left to right, whatever it is. Make your body completely comfortable here. And then with your eyes open, I'd like you to take a look around your room. Find one object, one thing, whatever it is. And in your mind, describe that object. You might say the color is gray, the shape is round, or it is made out of fabric. I know how this fabric feels. In your mind, look at that object. Notice the color, the shape, the texture. Now pick another object. Try to find something that is different. Something that has a very different color, a very different shape, a very different texture. Only just look at that object and in your mind describe it. And then one last time, let's find the third object. See whether you can find something that has a color that is very different, a shape that is very different, maybe the size is very different, and the texture is very different. And now with your next exhale, I'd like you to close your eyes and go back to that first object. In your mind, see that first object. No cheating, no opening of the eyes. Eyes are closed. See the color. See the shape. And if you were to touch it, what kind of texture would it have? Move on to the second object. What color did it have? With your eyes closed, can you imagine that color very vividly? What was the shape? And if you were to touch it, how would it feel under your fingers? And now the last object. What was the third object that you looked at? This time, let's start with the shape. What was the shape? If you were to touch it, what would it feel like under your fingers? And last, what was the color? Take a couple of more breaths here. What we just did with this very simple exercise was focusing your mind. You did not think about anything else while we went through this exercise because I gave your mind something to occupy. As we do yoga, I'm giving you things to look at. I might say, look over your right fingers. I might give you instructions what to feel. I might say, feel into that right hamstring, or feel your arms, or feel your neck. It's the very same thing. As we're doing yoga, we're not just moving the body, we're intensely focused with our mind. Why? Because we want to pay attention what's going on in our body and our mind. Only if we're fully here, fully with the practice can start to fully work on our body. So as we're going through the practice today, and I'm giving you these little pointers, somewhere to look at, something to feel into, something to notice. Make this your most important task. More important than moving the body, just for today. Make it the most important task to stay focused with your mind and really see, really notice what's going on. So with that, notice your breath. It's a little bit harder to focus on the breath than an object in the room because the breath is not something you can necessarily see. But as you breathe in and as you breathe out, as you fully focus on your breath, what can you notice? So we're going to stretch our mind a little bit. We're going to stretch our imagination a little bit. This morning, if you had to give your breath a color, what color would your breath have? If you could look at the breath leaving your body or moving into your body, what color would you give it? There's no right or wrong. Just pick one. If you had to give your breath a shape, what would it look like? And if you could touch your breath and feel the texture of your breath, what would you feel? I know we're really stretching our imagination this morning. Give it a try. Find different ways describing the breath other than smooth or deep. Use your imagination here. And now I'd like you to take one deep breath in through the nose, all the way in. Hold that breath for a second. And then open the mouth and breathe it out. Deep breath in through the nose. Hold the breath. Open mouth and let it go. One more time. Deep breath in. Hold the breath. And out. Now close your mouth and we'll breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. Breathe out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. One more time. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. And then breathe out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your eyes closed, bring your arms to the side. Let them hang heavy, give them a little shake. And then very slowly draw a big circle with your arms. Bring them overhead. Palms touch lightly. It's okay if your arms are bent. And then bring your hands down in front of your chest and we chant one single O. Long A, long O, long M. Take a deep inhale. Very beautiful. Flutter your eyes open and with a big inhale, raise your arms overhead. Bring the palms to touch. And as you're touching your palms with your arms overhead, I want you to notice your arms. Are they bent? Are they straight? How much bent are they? You don't have to make an effort to straighten them out. I just want you to notice what they look like. And we'll look at it again at the end of class. With your exhale, hands come in front of your heart and bring your hands down to your thighs. Take your head, look over to the right. Turn your head and look over to the left. We're going to move a little faster off the bed right here. Inhale, bring your head over to the right. Exhale, head all the way over to the left. 2 more times. Inhale, head over to the right. Look to the right. Exhale, head to the left. One last time. Head over to the right and to the left. Now bring your head back forward. Let your chin fall down to your chest. And with your inhale, draw a line with your nose all the way up and look at the ceiling. Exhale, chin to your chest. Inhale, look up to the ceiling. 2 more times. Exhale, chin to the chest. Inhale, look up at the ceiling. Bring your head back straight. And now we bring our right ear towards the right shoulder. And left ear to the left shoulder. The head goes left to right. Right ear to the right shoulder, inhale. Left ear to the left shoulder, exhale. Right ear to the right shoulder, inhale. And over to the left. One last time. Head over to the right and to the left. Now I'd like you to let your head hang heavy forward and draw a couple of half circles with your neck. We're not going to do full circles, but draw a couple of half circles and see how your neck feels. You can go slow, you can go fast, but notice any tension you have in your neck, in your shoulder. And if it feels good and you find an area where you're very tight, just stay there for a breath. Okay, one more round, left to right or right to left, wherever you are. And then we bring our head back up. Now I'd like you to find a focal point in front of you, maybe on the wall, maybe on the floor, something that you can easily focus on. And once you have that spot, take that strap off your lap and hold it with both fists. So right fist around the strap, left fist around the strap, and in between I'd say more, maybe 6 to 8 inches. Okay? Now with an inhale, reach forward with that strap. Look at that focal point on the floor or on the wall. Reach forward with your arms. Straight forward, out from your chest. Face forward, head forward, eyes on that focal point. And now start to pull that strap apart. Breathe here. It's okay if your arms are not completely straight, but pull that strap. Feel that in your shoulders, in the outside of your arms, in your elbow. Feel your strength here. Stay focused on that focal point. And now we bring that strap all the way overhead. Don't change the position of your hands. Strap all the way overhead. Reach up as high as you can. And now pull the strap apart. Feel how this feels different in your shoulders, in your arms. Maybe your arms are starting to shake because you're working so hard. That's okay. Don't move your eyes off that focal point in front of you. One more breath here. And now we reach up and back with that strap as far back as you can. Lean back in your chair. Head is still forward. Eyes are still on that focal point. Pull that strap apart as you reach as far back as you can. And then with an exhale, eyes stay on the focal point. The strap comes all the way back forward. Lay it across your lap. Let your arms go out to your side and let them hang. Give your eyes a rest. Close your eyelids and give your arms a shake. Focus on your breath here. What can you notice with your breath? Use your full imagination. And then we go for round 2. So open your eyes back up. Find that focal point right in front of you. Whatever you're choosing, notice the color, the texture, the shape. Your eyes are not going to leave that focal point while we do the next round of exercise, okay? So take the strap again, and this time I'd like you to leave about 2 feet in between your heads. Right fist around the strap, left fist around the strap, about 2 feet in between. So your right arm is out at an angle, your left arm is out at an angle. Eyes on the focal point. Bring your arms straight out to the front. Pull that strap apart. Don't lose that focal point. Stay with it. In your mind, describe that focal point, the color, the texture, the shape, whatever you can notice. Don't forget to breathe. Pull that strap apart as much as you can. See how this feels different in your shoulders, your arms, your wrists. If your arms are slightly bent, that's okay. And now with our next inhale, bring that strap overhead. So your arms are almost at a 45-degree angle out to the side. Your eyes are not leaving that focal point. Pull the strap apart. Reach up with your arms. Maybe your arms are straight, maybe you're not. It doesn't matter. Reach up, pull apart. Reach up, pull apart. And then for the last couple of breaths, reach with your hands to the back. Keep pulling that strap apart. Feel the opening in your chest. Take it slow here. You don't have to go as far as you can here. Feel how as you're leaning back and as your weight of your arms is coming back, how your chest is expanding. Your eyes are not losing the sight of that focal point right in front of you. Breathe here. In and out of your nose. Feel how that breath has now more space in your chest. And then with an exhale, very slowly bring that strap all the way back to the front. Put the strap over your lap. Close your eyes. Arms by your side, give them a shake. Check in with your breath. Check in with your heart rate. If you're feeling that you're getting out of breath, take a longer break. Don't stay in the pose as long as I do or I say. Listen to your body. Okay, one more round. Open up your eyes. Take the strap even wider. Maybe now the strap is 3 feet, your arms are out and your fists are 3 feet apart. Now reach forward again. It's going to be a little harder to pull that strap apart because your hands are so far apart already. See whether you can still hold tension in that strap so that strap is not slacking down. With an inhale, bring the arms overhead. Pull the strap apart. This should feel very nice on your arms and your shoulders. If you'd like, open the grip on your right and left hand a little bit and let that strap slide in between so your arms are coming even wider out. And then reach up with that strap and reach back with your arms. See how this feels on your bicep, on your chest. No need to reach super far back. Just feel the opening in your chest. Breathe here, one more breath. Keep your eyes on that focal point. The color, the texture, the shape. Strong focus. Very good. Now with an inhale, bring the strap back overhead. Arms are reaching up. Pull it apart. And then we bring it forward and down. Now as you set the strap down, scoot forward in your chair so that your back is leaving the back of the chair. I still want you to sit super nice and firmly with your buttocks firmly planted on the chair. Adjust your feet so that they are flat on the ground. And now we pick up the strap again and we bring our right arm out to the right side, left arm out to the left side. The strap is across our chest. So as you're putting your right arm out to the right, left arm out of to the left, allow that strap to not have any slack. It's straight across your chest. You don't have to put a lot of tension on it, just enough so that your arms are out to the side and the strap is straight. Okay, now we sit up really tall. And we keep the arms as they are and we turn our whole upper body over to the right. Twisting the body while keeping the tension in the strap. We do this twist all the time, every single class. The only difference now is we're doing it slightly different with the arms. Takes a little more effort, but we've trained for 2.5 months. With an inhale, come back to center. And then twist your whole upper body over to the left. Back to the center. Whole upper body to the right. Keep the tension in the strap, back to center. Whole upper body to the left. One more round. Focus on your breath. Inhale, twist your body all the way to the right. If you're getting out of breath, take a break. All the way over, we twist to the left. And then we come back to center. Put the strap down. Put it over your lap. Bring your arms with a big inhale overhead. Exhale, hands down in front of your chest. A couple of circles like that. Big inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands down in front of your chest. One more like that. Big inhale, arms reach out to the side, all the way up, palms to touch. Exhale, hands down to your heart. And we're going to give the upper body a little bit of a break. And we're moving on to our legs. So take a peek down. Make sure both feet are flat on the floor. Toes are pointing forward. And your feet are maybe 2 fist widths apart. So maybe, what is that? Maybe 7-8 inches, something like that. Make sure your toes are pointing straight forward. Hands come on top of your knees. Now first, let's round out the spine. With an inhale, bring your chest forward, arch your lower back, look up at the ceiling. Exhale, round your spine, bring your chin to your chest. Seated cat-cow. Couple of more rounds. Inhale, look forward, arch the lower back, look up. Exhale, round your back, bring your chin to your chest. 2 more like that. Inhale. Chest forward, round the lower, arch the lower back, look up. Exhale, chin to your chest, round the back. And the last round, arch the lower back, bring the chest forward, look up at the ceiling. Hold with your hand onto your knees. Take one more breath here. And then as you exhale, come back to the center. Now let's bring our attention down to the feet. Hands stay on your knees. Pick your right toes up. See whether you can also lift the ball of the right foot up and come fully on the heel of that right foot. Set the right foot back down. Now lift the right heel up. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Lift the heel up as high as you can. Set the right heel back down. Inhale, lift the right ball of the foot up. Pull it up as high as you can. Heel stays down on the floor. Exhale, right heel lifts up. Ball of the right foot presses into the mat. One last round. Right heel down. Ball of the right foot lifts up. Right ball of the foot down. Lift the right heel up. And set it back down. Onto the other side. Left ball of the foot and toes lift up. Heel stays on the floor. Lift up your foot as high as you can. We need to get a little bit movement into those ankles. Set the foot back down. Lift the left heel up. Press the left ball of the foot into the floor. Left heel goes down. Left ball of the foot lifts up. Really lift that ball of the foot and those toes up as high as you can. Left ball of the foot comes down, lift the left heel up. And set it back down. Now bring the right leg out to the front. It doesn't need to be completely straight. Bring the left foot out to the front. It doesn't need to be completely straight. Your hands can be on your thighs or you can hold onto the side of the chair, whatever feels better. Now, press the toes towards the floor. My toes don't make it all the way to the floor. Yours might not either. It's okay. Now pull the toes towards you and flex the feet. Push the ball of the right and left foot towards the floor, toes down. And now flex the feet towards you. One more time. Push them down. Flex them towards you. And now a couple of circles with those ankles. See whether you can circle around your ankles, left and right. Doesn't matter whether the circles are big or small. Change the direction here. Doesn't matter whether they're completely round or not. We just want to get the blood flowing and movement into those ankles. Okay, very good. Scoot both legs back towards you so that both feet are back flat on the floor. And now we're going to take our strap and put it under our right foot. So strap down on the floor, step the right foot onto the strap so the strap is around your arch, the middle part of your foot. Not the top part, not the heel, the middle part. Take the strap, both ends of the strap into one hand. And slide your hands all the way up. So you sit up back straight. Very important to keep your back straight and your head straight in this next move, okay? So with your next inhale, stretch out the right foot to the front. Let the strap slide in between your fingers. And then as your leg is stretched out all the way to the front, take a good grip left and right. Left sole of the foot is firmly planted on the floor. And then with an inhale, see whether you can lift that right foot up. Maybe the heel leaves the mat only an inch. Maybe the leg comes all the way up and straight out to the front. Use your arm strength here. And as you're sitting, sit up really tall. Shoulders are down. And see whether you can roll your shoulders to the back so that your shoulder blades are almost touching, chest forward. Strong arms here. Breathe. If the arms start to shake, it's okay. If the leg gets too heavy, it's okay to set it down. Take a couple of more breaths here. Really pull with your arms. See whether you can lift that leg up just a little bit higher for the last 2 breaths. And then we slowly set that right foot back down towards the floor. Scoot it back in. Relax your arms. Give them a shake. And then we move on to the other side. So take the left foot, step it onto the strap so the strap is right around the arch of your left foot. Right foot flat on the floor. Sit up really tall. Very important to sit up tall in this pose, and then slide your left foot forward. Bring it off the floor, maybe only an inch or 2, maybe all the way up and straight out. Use your arm strength here. Pull that strap towards you. Use your arms to help lift that left foot up. Breathe here. Couple more breaths. Pull your shoulders back and down. Chest forward, head forward. I should have also said this on the other side. If you can look at that focal point in front of you again, that would be very beneficial too. 2 more breaths here. Can you pull that foot a little bit higher? Just a little bit. And then with your next exhale, let that foot come all the way down to the floor. Foot comes out of the strap. Set that strap to the side. You can put it across your leg or all the way to the side. Now I'd like you to pick up the heavy block that you have and put that heavy block in between your feet. Okay, highest height, just in between your feet. And now step the right foot out to the right side. We have done this many times before. Step the left foot out to the left side. With an inhale, bring both arms overhead. Get really tall. And then as you exhale, come forward and put both palms on the side of the block. Press both palms down onto the block. Look forward. Straighten out that back. And then only put your left palm on that block. Press that palm down as much as you can into that block. And with your next inhale, lift that right arm up. Focus is your right hand. If you can't see your right hand, look out to the right side and find the focal point there. Left hand is pressing strongly into the block. Right arm is reaching up. Breathe here. Next exhale, right hand comes down to the block. Briefly have both hands on the block, straighten out your back, look forward. And then bring your right hand flat onto the block and lift your left arm up. All the way up. If you can, turn your head, look at that left hand. If that's not comfortable on your neck, you can look straight out to the left and find the focal point there. 1 more breath here, in. And as you breathe out, bring that left hand back down. Both hands on the block, straighten out the back. 1 more time each side. Left hand presses into the block. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, bring that right hand down to the block. And with your next inhale, bring that left arm up. Very good. Bring both hands down to the block. Straighten out your back. And if you'd like, bend all the way forward. If only if it feels comfortable. Let your upper body hang heavy. Let your head hang heavy. Allow your whole upper body to relax and fall in between your legs. You can still have your hands on the block for stability if you want. You can bring the block down to a lower height if that's helpful, or you cannot use the block at all. Now bring your right hand back onto your right knee, left hand on your left knee, and then with an inhale, use both arms to press yourself back up to a seated position. Okay, very good. Pick the heavy block up from the floor and step both feet back together and put that heavy block in between your knees. So that you're with the lowest height, so the lowest distance in between your knees, probably like 4 inches. Okay, so that heavy block is in between your knees. Just press your knees together enough to hold that block so it's not falling down. Now pick up the second block. And we're going to take this block at the highest height in between our palms. We've also done this before many times, just not in this way. So press the right palm into the right side of the block, left palm into the left side of the block. With an inhale, bring that block overhead. And now we squeeze the knees together and we squeeze the palms together, as if we wanted to squish the block with our knees and the block with our palms. Don't forget to breathe. Now as you exhale, bring that block between your hands straight forward, straight out from your chest. If your arms are not completely straight, that's fine. Inhale, bring the block over to the right side, twist your upper body. Back to the center, twist your upper body to the left side. Back to the center. Inhale, block overhead. Exhale, block straight forward. Move your block over to the right. Twist your body to the right. Maybe you're not coming all the way over. Maybe it's only 45 degrees. Back to the center. And the block over to the left. Back to the center. One more time. Block overhead. Block straight out from your chest forward. Over to the right. And all the way over to the left. And back to the center. And we set the block back down. Take also the block from in between your knees and set it back down. Okay, one last round. Take the light block and put it in between your knees. That's the black block, right? Again, the lowest height. And squeeze it in between your knees just enough so that it's not falling down. No need to squeeze hard at this point, okay? Now take the strap in your hands about 6 inches apart to start with. And now with the next inhale, reach that strap overhead. And now with that strap overhead, use your hands to pull the strap apart and squeeze the block in between your knees. If you still want to, look at that focal point right in front of you. See how much effort it is to pull apart with your hands and push together with your knees. Breathe here. Stay focused on that focal point. Very good. Keep squeezing the block in between your knees and now widen your arms. So just open the grip enough that you can slide the strap and move your arms out to the side so that they're about at a 45-degree angle or maybe even a little more. With your next inhale, reach up, pull the strap apart. Squeeze the block in between your hands. Now keep squeezing that block and we're going to add the most difficult move for today. So you have to be super focused here. Arms are out to a 45-degree angle or more. Strap is in between. Strap is tight. So you're pulling the strap apart. Block is between your knees, both soles of the feet down on the floor, and you're squeezing that block with your leg. Now with an inhale, reach up with your arms. And as you exhale, turn your whole upper body over to the right. Keep squeezing that block. Keep pulling that strap apart. Back to the center. And we twist our whole upper body to the left. Back to the center. Over to the right. Keep squeezing that block. Keep pulling that strap apart. Back to the center. Last time over to the left. And back to the center. Bring that strap back overhead. Let it go. Let it rest on your thighs. Take that block from in between your knees. Bring your hands on your knees and give your legs a little shake left to right. Bring your arms by your side and give your arms a little shake, including your wrists and your fingers. And then we scoot all the way to the back of the chair again. Adjust your feet on the floor so that they are comfortable. Adjust your back so that your back is resting comfortably. Allow your hands to come down onto your thighs or into your lap. See what feels better right now. Bringing your palms up to face the ceiling or bringing your palms down to face the thighs. And now I'd like you to go back to your breath. Notice your breath without changing it. And use your imagination to describe that breath. Maybe with a color. Maybe with a texture. Maybe with a shape. Maybe with something completely different. Use your creativity here. How would you describe the way your body is breathing right now? Now allow your body to breathe. And we're going to make sure the whole rest of the body is completely relaxed. We'll start at the bottom. Feel how the bottom of your feet are connected to the floor. And with your next couple of breaths, let go of any need to hold your legs up. Allow your toes to relax, your ankles, shin, calves, knees and thighs. If there's any adjustments you'd like to make to your legs to make them even more comfortable, feel free to do that. Feel your fingers relax, your wrists, lower arms, elbow, upper arms. Heavy and completely relaxed. Allow that right and left shoulder to sink down. No more need to pull anything up or back. Just let your shoulders with every exhale relax a little bit more and sink down. Feel your chest rise and fall as your body is breathing. See whether there's any area in your chest or your abdomen where you can let go and relax. And you completely let go and relax your face. Let the muscles in your jaw relax. Maybe your lips are now slightly open. The right and left corners of your mouth completely relax. Let the tongue fall from the roof of your mouth. And just allow your tongue to relax. Right cheek, right temple, right corner of your right eye, left cheek, left temple, left corner of your left eye. Allow your forehead to relax. Allow your ears, the back of your neck, and the top of your head to relax. Now, like we did last time, bring your attention to that spot in between your eyebrows. Without changing anything in your body, focus on that spot in between your eyebrows. If your mind wants to start to wander and think about things, let your mind only think, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. Use this very simple mantra to occupy your mind if you need to. As you're focusing on that spot in between your eyebrows, silently say to yourself, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. 5 more breaths like that on your own. Keep your eyes closed. Keep that focus on that spot right between your eyes. Breathing in, I'm breathing out. And one last round. Inhale and exhale. Let go of that focus in between your eyes. And I'd like you to go back to the beginning of class. We had 3 things, 3 objects that we picked in our room. So keep your eyes closed. Go back to the first object. What was it? What color did it have? Can you visualize that color? What shape did it have? Can you see that shape? And what was the texture of that object? If you were to touch it right now, what would it feel like in your hands? Or if you laid your fingers around it or on top of it, what would it feel like? Move on to the second object. Do you remember what you picked? Vividly see it behind your closed eyes. What color did it have? What shape? What texture? And now to the last object. Think hard. What was it? What's the color? Can you see that color behind your closed eyes? Exactly how you saw it when you had your eyes open. The shape and the texture. What was it like for that third object? Focus really hard. Now take a deep breath in. Breathe it out. Keep your eyes closed. With a slow inhale, bring your arms all the way overhead. Bring your palms to touch. No need to press your palms together or anything, but see how this feels compared to the beginning of class. Without any judgment, without any expectations. How might this now feel different after all the work you've put in? Slowly bring your hands down in front of your heart. We'll chant one Om. Deep inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace to you, peace to your loved ones, peace to the world. Now keep your eyes closed. Put your hands down on your thighs. Think back to that first object that you picked. And as you slowly open your eyes, take a look at it. Look at the color, the texture, the shape. You only looked at it once 45 minutes ago. The other times, you recalled it in your mind. Look at the second object. The color, the shape, the texture. And the third object. Its color, shape, and texture. Maybe you imagined it in your mind the same way how it is in front of you. Maybe you imagined it a little bit different. It doesn't matter. It was a really important exercise to look at something once and then vividly remember. Even though you didn't touch it, you remembered what the texture feel like. You used your imagination. And as we went through our practice today, you kept the focus really strong on a certain focal point and on your breath. So as you go through the rest of today, try to do this a couple of times. Notice a random object and then close your eyes and recall what that object looks like, feels like with your closed eyes. And then maybe an hour later, when you're in another part of the house, recall that object. And you can add different things to it. You can add, instead of a texture, you can ask, what would it feel like if I touched it? Would it be warm? Would it be cold? If I was to pick it up, would it be heavy? Would it be light? Make this a game for the rest of the day, a game of focus.